only na-meet ko siya, I personally admire this guy. Mr. Manuel Pangilinan or Mr. Manny Pangilinan, talented businessman and also philanthropist. He is a very educated businessman and he is an example in the Philippines. Maybe the best example of how you can be a billionaire without being an entrepreneur.
Wilson, just to share one of our nicest episodes performance
Yes.
is yung episode natin about Ramon Ang. That business tycoon special episode natin, no? Na,
Even his competitor texted me na tuwang-tuwa siya with that episode.
oh, di ba?
And
Sino tong competitor na to, if I may ask?
number 2 largest flour mill in the Philippines.
Wow.
Miss Eileen Uygong Koong Kauko. Sabi niya, thank you daw for mentioning their flour mill.
Yes.
Ramon Ang, Kasi they're the number 2. Si Ramon Ang was number 1.
Okay.
Number 1 biggest flour mill in the Philippines.
All right.
And our favorite supplier, Ramon Ang. And also the second one is Philippine Foremost Milling. The second largest.
Yung isang topic naman today that I want to focus on, usually when you talk RSA, there's one person that is always like in the same headlines with.
Yes.
And it is by the name Manuel V. Pangilinan, right?
Yes.
Or MVP.
Yes.
As many people fondly call him, right?
Yeah.
So he's basically the chairman, CEO of MPIC Group,
Yes.
NLEX, PLDT, Philex, Meralco, right?
And don't forget the Hong Kong-based multinational company called First Pacific Group
Of course.
and Metro Pacific Group
Correct. And
many others.
yeah, and beyond that, I think he's
Philippine
also
Star, Business World, TV5, many others.
And then parang he's also deemed as one of our sports patrons.
Yes.
He's also chairman before of Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, 'di ba? PBA, he owns I think 3 teams out of that.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
So, this guy is almost similar to RSA with regards to his vast repertoire of conglomerates, right? So, Wilson, I want to pick your brain a bit, right? Let's talk about MVP, the person.
I admire him
Diba?
personally.
Na-meet mo na ba siya?
Yes, not
And
only
how is he like?
Not only na-meet ko siya, I personally admire this guy.
Okay.
Mr. Manuel Pangilinan or Mr. Manny Pangilinan is a very talented businessman and also philanthropist. He is a very educated businessman and he is an example in the Philippines. Maybe the best example of how you can be a billionaire without being an entrepreneur.
How you can be a billionaire without being an entrepreneur? Okay.
Ask me why.
Can you extract that?
Yes.
How is that possible? People say pag nagtatrabaho ka as a professional, hindi ka yayaman.
Not true.
Oh.
All over the world, there are many examples of outstanding, brilliant people who work for companies that are big and good, rose from the ranks, excelled by meritocracy and brilliance, and became as wealthy as entrepreneurs or even wealthier than many entrepreneurs. Because in the Philippines, I think we can say Manny Pangilinan is maybe wealthier than 95% of the entrepreneurs in this country.
99.99.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is not an entrepreneur, but he is entrepreneurial executive and professional manager. He started out as a banker. He was, based on my recollection, he was an outstanding banker working for Bancom. That used to be a high-flying finance company in the Philippines, run by Atenean, Sixto Rojas. Basta he became, I remember he was one of those brilliant finance guys, and then worked for a foreign firm. I forgot na. I did not ask you the topic mo na. He worked for a foreign company, a very brilliant, respected foreign bank, and he was based in Hong Kong for a while. And I remember a Taiwanese billionaire telling me about him.
Okay.
It was my friend who introduced Mr. Manny Pangilinan in Hong Kong to the wealthiest tycoon of Indonesia.
But at this time, Manny was still just starting.
He was already a very successful banker.
Okay.
I forgot the name of the bank. We can Google it.
Mm.
He was with a very famous bank,
Mhm.
multinational in Hong Kong. And one of his top clients was Taiwanese textile tycoon, Tuntex Group founder, chairman, Chen Yu-hao.
Chen Yu
Chen
Hao.
Yu-hao is from Taiwan. Very satisfied, happy customer of this very good Filipino banker based in Hong Kong called Manny Pangilinan. And si Mr. Chen has a very good friend who was the wealthiest tycoon of Indonesia, Mr. Lim Xiaolyong.
Mm.
Mr. Lim Xiaolyong, his other name is Sudono Salim, is the founder of the Salim Group of Indonesia.
Uy,
Was like
grabe yan ah.
it's like the biggest industrial and banking conglomerate of Indonesia for decades. Now, there are other big ones. At one time, it was the largest in Indonesia. And this Taiwanese tycoon, this is an example of number one, you can be a world-class professional manager and become a billionaire. Number two, good customer service will bring you places. So this Manny Pangilinan, young, brilliant, world-class banker, had excellent customer service, impressed this Taiwanese person who's my friend. And this Taiwanese told me, he told Mr. Lim Xiaolyong, you need a banker in Hong Kong, a very good person who will assist you, will be your, will service your banking finance need. Very good mind. Usually bankers are not only bankers, they could be your advisors, your ano. So he introduced to Mr. Lim Xiaolyong. And Mr. Lim Xiaolyong was so impressed with this guy. Come work for me. Instead of working for him strictly like a boss employee, he became partner in the business. He's founded First Pacific Group in Hong Kong.
Doon pala nagsimula.
Yes, with the investments of Lim Xiaolyong or Salim Group, and he became the boss of that company since the beginning.
Grabe.
And it became one of the best Hong Kong conglomerates there. And then after doing many businesses all over the world and Asia, eventually he said, based on my impression and research, of course he's from the Philippines. He has more knowledge about the Philippines than many other people in Hong Kong everywhere. So he invested in various companies in the Philippines. And his biggest jackpot, brilliant investment was PLDT. And through PLDT, which is money printing machine,
Ikaw talaga.
money printing cash cow, it's really fantastic cash cow. PLDT and Smart, number one telecom company in the
A
Philippines
question.
for decades. From
Okay.
there,
Thanks
he
for
has built a
sharing that
big
like
conglomerate
person,
of many other
siguro yung
side
as a business
businesses
owner,
from
what is your
from
take with
Philippine Star TV,
MVP's,
5,
strategy?
Meralco, all
I
kinds of
think
other
pansin
businesses
ko
you
kasi
can
marami
think
siyang
of.
utilities,
Always,
service-related
everything.
industries.
Okay, thanks for sharing that like Wilson, no?
Yes,
Siguro yung as a business owner,
yes.
what is your take with MVP's strategy, right? I think napansin ko kasi marami siyang utilities, service-related industries. I guess comparison with RSA more manufacturing, di ba? Anong napansin mo sa business acumen niya?
I think the two, I personally think the two comes from very different background. Si Ramon Ang is engineering by training,
Okay.
while si Mr. Manny Pangilinan
Banker.
is more banker management, business management training. Ramon Ang is more School of Hard Knocks background from Philippine Cultural High School or Kiaotiong High School niya. And then he went to Far Eastern University for engineering, grew up in the Manila area, while si Mr. Manny Pangilinan went to all the exclusive schools in the Philippines and US, all the exclusive schools. He's not super wealthy person by background. I would classify his background as maybe middle class. His father was a successful banker. His father eventually in the late in life became president of Traders Royal Bank,
Okay.
owned by Benedicto, the sugar tycoon and classmate of the late President Ferdinand Marcos. His father was a banker, successful professional banker. So he wasn't super wealthy, but he wasn't poor, Manny Pangilinan.
Mm.
But he had a brilliant mind and a good heart. I know he went to San Beda, excelled, and then went to Ateneo de Manila University, excelled very well, and then later on went to study University of Pennsylvania, Wharton, and he was a scholar, and he worked for, I remember he said he worked for FINMA for a while, and later on, I think he worked for American Express Bank at one time in Hong Kong, and then discovered by the billionaire of Indonesia, Lim Sholong. And lucky for Mr. Lim, got him to become part of this First Pacific Group. He was the founder of it. Si Manny Pangilinan, I would consider or describe him as entrepreneurial professional manager. You can be a professional manager and boss of a company and yet still be entrepreneurial and very imaginative and creative. I would attribute that to his high quality intellect, his mind, and I think his diverse education in Ateneo. He was not only good in numbers and management. Ateneo education is very good in the liberal arts,
Humanities. no?
humanities.
Yep.
So that makes you more well-rounded. And I remember hearing him say that one of his favorite professors at Ateneo, maybe his number one professor favorite, was the late father of Filipino philosophy, Father Roque Ferriols, a Jesuit priest, brilliant,
Foundation ng philo classes natin yun,
yes,
no?
and maybe foundation of Filipino
Philosophy in general.
Yes, and one of the most brilliant minds in the Philippines. Even Father Horacio de la Costa said that of him. And si Father Roque Peliosaman, admirer of the ancient Chinese philosopher Chuang-Tzu, Taoist philosopher. So you have this guy, I would consider Manny Pangilinan like a Renaissance man. He is not only a banker before by background, he is not only a good management mind leader, outstanding world-class professional manager who became a tycoon through the professional route. So that's inspiring. It's not true you have to create your own business to be a tycoon. You can be world-class
Galing.
and run a company and become very big. So he has become a business leader in the Philippines and a civic leader, not only philanthropy, but also a very big patron of Philippine sports. You cannot talk about Ateneo de Manila
Exactly.
University basketball without
siya.
Manny Pangilinan.
Yep.
And Philippine basketball, he and Ramon Ang are the biggest supporters.
They own half of the PBA teams.
Both of them.
Yeah,
and-
that's crazy.
And they also, between the both of them, they
Yeah.
own a lot of utilities and infrastructure companies. And in fairness to Mr. Manny Pangilinan, he has been very good for the Philippine economy.
Okay.
If it were somebody else who became the founder and boss of First Pacific Group of Hong Kong, maybe all those money, all those investments maybe would have gone to Thailand, Malaysia, somewhere else, not to the Philippines because he's from here. So we have
Pinagkatiwala din sa
we
akin.
have benefited from his being connected to the Philippines and his patriotism. So he has invested in the Philippines through all those past decades of up and downs in Philippine political and economic environments.
Okay. Wilson,
Yes,
my question though, it has been bugging me, right?
yes,
You mentioned he has a patriotic heart,
yes,
diba? Ever since malakas ang humanities background niya, but
yes.
you wrote an article why he won't ever run for president, why he won't ever run for politics, right? Where I think that is the best position
yes.
to help someone, right?
Yes.
Bakit?
I think because maybe his personality, he is very efficient, he is very professional. I'm not saying Philippine politics is very chaotic. I think
Tsaka,
I think people like Manny Pangilinan, Ramon Ang, Lance Gokongwei, and all those good leaders who should be better presidents than many politicians wouldn't last in Philippine politics, or they don't. He would have been, si Manny Pangilinan or Ramon Ang and others would have been ideal presidents of the Philippines, but I think he wouldn't last in the way
masyadong
politics
bureaucratic.
is conducted in the Philippines.
I see.
Not
I
only
see.
bureaucratic,
Mm.
that's only the tip of the iceberg.
Mm.
It's very chaotic, unstable, and now that you see all these flood control problems with corruption, it's a very dirty and chaotic
Sayang kasi, I think,
arena.
it's not a lack of opportunities. In your article, you actually wrote that VP Jojo actually wanted him to be a running mate of sorts.
Yes.
Diba?
I think many people
Is asking him, diba?
I read yes before, but I think he is, unfortunately, people like that are not the ones running the country. Unfortunately for the country.
What do you think goes against him? Like, I guess nasa abroad kasi siya nag-aral. Do you think that has a factor to winning politics here in the Philippines? Like,
Unfortunately, education is not the number one criteria in this country.
okay.
It's the political last name now.
Okay.
Nowadays, it's
Yeah.
the political surname, the branding. Just because you're the grandson of
Popularity.
you are already presumed to be next in line to be the mayor, governor. Unfortunately for us, we have this political oligarchy system in the Philippines for the past 100 plus years, more than 100 years. If you're not the grandson of the mayor, if you're not the great granddaughter of the governor or the mayor or the senator, you have to be a movie star or a clown to be governor or senator, unfortunately, or a world-class boxer,
Yeah.
unfortunately for the country. So
Okay.
he would have been a good president,
I-
even Ramon Ang
Yeah.
and others,
You actually,
because of brilliance.
yun nga yung kinote mo. You mentioned you worked in FINMA, right? You actually
Yes.
quoted that the CEO of FINMA once said this about MVP, that he is more of a mover kasi. Alam mo
Yes,
yun, parang
yes.
game changer.
By
Ikaw-
the way, I want to congratulate him. Many people do not know Manny Pangilinan has also financed some wonderful movies in the Philippines. Some
talaga?
people don't
Okay.
know. Several years ago, he financed a movie about the life of his mother.
Wow.
Yes, it did not win in the Metro Manila Film Festival. It was a major contender. Very beautiful movie. The life story of his mother. And for people who are entertainment enthusiasts, we should thank Manny Pangilinan also. I think he was an investor last year, 2024, in one of the best movies in the 2024 Metro Manila Film Festival. Guess which one? He even had a cameo role.
Ay, parang nabalitaan
Lumabas
ko
pa
to.
siya doon.
Parang nabalitaan ko to I think I saw him.
The Kingdom.
Ah,
I think he is an
Yeah.
investor. I
yung
think
kay Vico Soto? Ay, sorry, Vic Soto. Vic Soto.
And Piolo Pascual. In fairness, that was
Meron pala siya doon.
in fairness, I think that was one of the best movies of last year. Well, surprisingly, very well made movie.
That was the film where if we were not colonized at all by anyone,
Ito
ganun ang
naging-
Pilipinas, di ba?
Yes, parang Thailand, Brunei, hindi tayo sobrang Americanized and Spanish.
Side note, what was your favorite
Yes.
film last year in MMFF? Kingdom.
The Kingdom is one. Green Bones
Green Bones,
is one.
ganda. Ganda na
Yes,
Green Bones.
Very
no?
good. Si Ricky Lee,
Yeah.
one of the co-writers. Very good movie by GMA Films.
Okay.
So Manny Pangilinan also, and one thing pa recently in the last few years, and recently he has bought into consumer food businesses.
Mm.
I'll tell you, one of our suppliers here, Holly's Milk,
Holy
Holly's
Smith.
Milk
Okay.
and
Okay.
Holly's Quezon Puti
Okay.
used to be owned by the Magsaysay family, already bought by Manny Pangalinan's First Pacific Group, including Carmen's Best
Okay.
ice cream.
Yeah.
And also recently, he bought a bakery, Contis, and also Wendy's chain.
Ba yung Contis dati? It was
It was
Villar?
owned by
Yeah.
Davao,
Not Villar.
Kun,
No. Okay. Okay, okay.
Mr. Uy,
Okay. Okay, okay.
Dennis Uy.
Yeah. That one. There you
Oh,
go.
by the way, I have an anecdote for you. Before Dennis Uy bought Contis from the owner of Contis, he invited me to Manila Polo Club. We had a meeting. Beside him was a foreign bank executive from Hong Kong. And he told me, Wilson, your Kamuning Bakery Cafe, sikat yan. Pag ready ka na mag-franchise, ako magpa-franchise sa Davao region.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, then later on, he bought Contis, which is a good brand.
Okay. I guess my question, Wilson, also.
Yes.
Do you think, in hindsight now, that we know MVP did not run for any politics, diba?
Yes.
Do you think that he is contributing more to Philippine society more as a partner, I guess, to the government, like RSA? Or
Yes.
you would have wanted him sana to be holding one of those positions like si Frederick Go, diba? Recently,
Yes.
kinap siya ni BBM din, right?
I
Ng
think,
Robinsons.
I
No?
think
So,
somebody of the caliber of Manny Pangilinan and the idealism and the intellectual brilliance should have at one point in their lives have been recruited by any good leader to be an
Sana.
advisor or cabinet secretary or even vice president or senator. Unfortunately, our political system seems to be not conducive to nurturing and attracting top minds in the private sector, unfortunately. He is one of the most brilliant business persons in the Philippines. If we have 10 Manny Pangalinans and 10 Ramon Angs in this country and 10 John Gokongwei Jr. and Henry C. or Lucio Tan or George T., this country would have been much richer.
okay. Personally, Wilson,
Yes.
nakwento mo sa akin,
Yes.
iniimbita ka daw ni Mr.
Yes.
MVP sa pag-badminton.
Yes, he is a sports enthusiast.
Okay.
One time, I was texting
So, did you
him.
practice for that?
He invited me, texted me to join him
Wow.
in his hobby of playing badminton. And I apologized. I said, Mr. Pangilinan, I heard I wasn't born yet or I was still a grade school kid. You're already playing badminton, expert ka na. I'm not of the level of these professional guys. You would get bored playing with somebody like me. Mapapahiya lang. Parang mapaboard lang siya na.
Dapat sumulpot ka man lang.
Dapat pumunta ako one time sa
sayang.
Paulo. I should. I
Yeah.
hope he still plays pa. Imagine, baka sabihin nito, sayang oras ko, isang oras dito. I'm playing with this dumb player na to. Sayang, parang, alam mo yan, parang siya yung trainer ko. Baka maboard lang siya. Nag-joke ako kasi, I know he is very good. I heard that he is very good at badminton and squash. And he is, I admire him also, I heard. He is also an art patron and collector. Yeah, he is good for the Philippines and for Philippine business.
Okay.
We should learn from people like Manny Pangilinan.
You
Be
actually
inspired.
told me also that before, I think he bought BGC before BGC became BGC, right?
Yes.
What happened to that? What happened to that?
Unfortunately, because of the Asian crisis, the Metro Pacific Group, the First Pacific, had to resell the whole BGC.
So this is Taguig area.
Yes. That
okay.
shows you that Manny Pangilinan has foresight. He could see far down the road. He knew that that area has a future. He knows that BGC is the future of Metro Manila.
Okay.
So he bought it in a public bidding, won over many other conglomerates. Unfortunately, luckily for him, he survived many business conglomerates fell down and collapsed. He
Mm.
did not collapse because he knows how to give up and cut losses ba.
Mm.
So he sold for Bonifacio BGC to Ayala Group in partnership with the Jose Yao Campos Group of Unilab,
Mm.
the Greenfield Unilab Group.
Oh, okay, okay.
So half of BGC is
Mm.
Ayala, half is Jose Yao Campos family.
Talaga pala.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
But
And-
it was Manny Pangilinan who originally
Mm.
won the bidding.
Grabe yung boom nun, no?
Yes.
That's an ROI.
By
Grabe.
the way, Manny Pangilinan now controls the two best newspapers in the Philippines,
Yeah.
among the best,
Mm.
Philippine Star and Business World. He also controls TV5,
Yep. Signal.
which is now doing better than it used to be before.
Yeah.
I heard soon it will turn
I think
positive.
they
in profit.
basically acquired a lot of the high host personalities from ABS ba yan?
Yes,
ABS
yes.
and GMA in general, right?
Yes,
Nung
yes.
nagsara sila, no? So,
Yes.
that was a good move by him. No?
Very good move and very strategic move
Mm.
also.
Okay. Wilson, madalas your coverage is Chinese tycoons, right? But
All
there's
kinds of
all,
tycoons.
all kinds of tycoons, no? What made you go into Mr. MVP specifically, di ba? Parang
Yes.
in the same level as your depth with the RSAs of this world, the Gokong Ways of this world, di ba? What did you see in this guy?
Kasi I enjoy writing in my Philippine Star columns about business leaders and other leaders of any field who are exceptionally good. And Mr. Manny Pangilinan is one leader in the Philippines
Kakaiba, no?
who is very talented.
Oh.
By the way, I will tell you,
Mm.
I admire one more thing about Manny Pangilinan that not many people know
Mm.
that we should all learn from.
Mm.
He is he is super workaholic. I remember
Super workaholic. Okay.
Yes, one time he was texting me to return call in his office at 7 or 8 in the evening. He was
Okay.
still in the office.
Grabe.
And I asked him why is he very hardworking. He said when he was working in Hong Kong, he said when you are in Hong Kong, in a Chinese majority society where everybody is workaholic and matalino siya, so he became workaholic and driven. And he recounted a story before. He shared the same office building as Li Ka-shing, the wealthiest man in Asia before and maybe now the wealthiest man in Hong Kong, one of the world's famous billionaires, self-made billionaire Li Ka-shing, na who everyone idolizes and among the business people. They have the same building where they rent offices. He wanted to get something he forgot in his office on a Sunday. So he went to the office building on a Sunday and he was shocked. He saw Mr. Li Ka-shing car going into the office and elevator
Wired
up.
differently.
Yes,
no?
and he asked the guard, "Uy, why is he here? He still works even on Sunday." So
Araw-araw.
sabi niya, akala ng mga tao masipag siya. Look at this guy. He's the wealthiest man in Hong Kong, in Asia. Work ethic is exceptional. Si Manny Pangilinan has great work ethic.
Yeah.
So if you combine good intellect, good education with work ethic, you will become almost
yeah.
unbeatable.
Yeah. Sabi nga niya when in one of his talks,
Yes.
sabi niya when God created an MVP, he threw the mold.
Ah.
Wala nang that kind of
That's why maganda yun. I forgot to add. That's why maganda yun initials niya, nickname MVP.
sobrang sakto, no?
Di ba, Manny B. Pangilinan?
Yeah.
Pwede mo rin sabihin, most valuable player
Oo.
among the business people.
Oh, grabe. Sobrang sipag.
It's very good.
Okay. RSA MVP, right? I want to talk about
Yes,
that,
yes.
Wilson. They have been linked sometimes as competitors. One
For
is
a
SLEX,
long
one is
time.
NLEX.
For a
Diba?
long time. Now, they become
More
Same mo-
cooperators no?
more partners.
Correct.
Me, I would prefer them to be rivals.
Bakit?
Ako, I would prefer all these tycoons to be rivals among themselves kasi
Good
the
for
more
prices?
competition,
Yeah, yeah.
better for the consumers.
Mm.
Like Globe and Smart, I would want them to be continuously in competition. That's why I personally disagree with the government approving the sale of Sun Cellular
Yeah.
to PLDT Smart because the more the merrier, the competition.
Even in Lex Estex nga, sinasabing
Yes.
baka kailangan na rin pagkabitin eh. I don't know what
It's good for both of them, but personally, I always know that if there's stiff competition,
Mm.
it will benefit the public.
Okay. Any corporate wars that you know of that MVP was a part of? Any
Before,
upsides?
before I know they are direct rivals also in energy,
Mm.
in
Ngayon, supplier na
infrastructure.
ata si Ramon
Yes.
sa distributor company ni
Yes.
MVP, right? So
Yes,
talagang nagtutulungan na sila.
In many ways.
Yeah.
And I heard even Manny Pangilinan introduced Mr. Salim's son to Ramon Ang.
Oh, grabe ah.
I heard
Mm.
in Hong Kong, Anthony Salim, the heir to the throne of the Indonesian billionaire is not the eldest son, it's Anthony Salim,
Mm.
the guy in charge of the Salim Group and First Pacific.
Okay.
Another brother owns the biggest bakery in the Philippines.
Which- What is the biggest bakery in Philippines ba? Pande Manila?
Hindi. Ano yun?
Julie's? Hindi.
No, the other one, yung may malaking, the
Ano
big
ba yun?
factory in Laguna.
I don't even know. Not Gardenia?
Oh, yes.
Ah.
Gardenia in
Is it the biggest pala?
in
It is.
Southeast Asia.
Mm.
It's owned by the elder brother of Anthony Salim from the Lim family.
Mm.
They also own a flour mill in the Philippines.
Grabe, no?
Ano.
Gardenia is the biggest pala.
Yes. I think multi-billion peso
Yeah.
factory.
I mean, it's a staple, right? You
It's
literally
a
call
listed
it-
company
Yeah.
in Singapore.
They've defined Pullman bread.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, loaf ba tawag doon? Ano tawag doon?
Yes, loaf bread.
Yeah. Okay. I think, Wilson, I also want to ask
Yes.
a lot of people that I guess have things to say about Mr. MVP is that they are worried of the succession planning, diba? He's
I
currently
heard.
79 years old.
Yes.
Is still the chairman of 3 of his biggest companies, Meralco, PLDT, and I think one more, no?
I think he is
Paano yun?
healthier and younger than many 79-year-old persons in the Philippines.
Oo, pero...
Honestly, he's physically
Right.
fit. But I'm sure in the First Pacific and Metro Pacific groups, there are many good people out there.
Pero wala na, no? Hindi na talaga sa pamilya yun. Wala na talaga siyang kahit...
Yes,
Like relatives, do you see any relatives?
I think he's a professional person,
Mm.
so it will be chosen based on meritocracy, not
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right.
One example of a person like Manny Pangilinan almost
Na wala rin
like
successor.
na hindi family business,
Okay.
na professional manager who became a billionaire, the CEO of Apple Computer.
Tim
Apple
Cook?
Inc.
Tim Cook?
Tim Cook also is not the founder. He is not family-owned company. That Apple is not a family-owned company. He is a professional manager who became a billionaire within the company by being an outstanding professional manager. There are many like that in the world.
Mm.
Some in the Philippines.
Okay.
He's one of them.
Take maybe just give us a guess, but your best guess, Wilson. How do you think he will distribute his companies, right? Would it be to different people that he trusts? Or
I think it will be run still like a conglomerate.
okay.
There will be conglomerate and like the present setup, every company has their own presidents and managers.
Okay. Pero wala na magtatahi nun, no? They're not reporting to
Mayroon,
anyone
I'm
na.
sure. I'm sure
I hope.
whoever he will appoint or choose or anoint as future successor
Mm.
would try to run it the way he is doing it.
Okay.
I don't know if they will be as good as him, but I'm sure they will try to find ways. They are lucky. Who will be the successor will be lucky
Lucky
because
ba?
he already built the structure.
Yeah.
He already built the conglomerate.
Mm.
So it's already set na.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I think I just wanted to end
Yes.
our MVP episode, Wilson. I guess, I don't know, just in case, sabi mo nga sa akin,
Yes.
maraming bumati sa'yo doon sa episode natin kay Ramon Ang.
Yes.
That, we quoted a lot of things there.
Yes.
Just in case Mr. MVP gets to touch this video, diba? Marinig niya.
Yes.
Any message to him,
Ang
As a
message ko sa
former
kanya,
friend, diba?
I admire Mr. Manny Pangilinan and I wish him more years
Oo.
of non-stop work.
Swerte ng
Because-
Philippines sa kanya.
I remember Mr. John Gokongwei Jr. telling me there should be no real retirement. Even if he formally retires from his title as head, he should have another position overseeing. Parang Lee
Emeritus,
Kuan Yew.
emeritus,
Yes.
no?
Parang Lee Kuan Yew. Si Lee Kuan Yew officially retired as Prime Minister of Singapore, but he has an honorary title and he sits on a board of something. He's just like a super advisor. So my suggestion to Mr. Manny Pangilinan, who is smarter than most of us, that if he ever chooses a successor, he should not stop working as business leader and philanthropist.
Yeah.
Especially now the Philippines is not in good economic shape. We need more dynamic private sector leaders energizing the Philippine economy.
Yeah.
When the politicians are failing the Philippine economy and messing up the Philippine economic picture, we need more dynamic, good business leaders.
And I think marami nga ding mga matatandang tao do not
Yes.
want to also stop working because that's when they start getting sick.
Yes,
They stop using their mind.
that's another topic
Diba?
I suggest we could talk about.
Diba? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Like,
One
yeah.
other topic about not totally retiring from work. You can retire from your work, but find something, anything else to be busy with every day.
Yeah. A cause, diba?
Yes, kahit the
Ay-
gardening,
Oh.
kahit the gardening, kahit anything. And anything,
Farming, yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I have some stories for you about that.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
interesting.
All right. Thank you once again,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Wilson Lee Flores, for that
And-
exclusive.
Thank you for the pandesal.
And thank you, of course, Kamaning Bakery for the pandesal. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.